Welcome everyone to the Samhain Taurus full moon eclipse ceremony. So yeah, we're going to go into all of that, but most people were celebrating Samhain a week ago. Today's the day. Today's the day that the veil is the thinnest, and we have full moon lunar eclipse tomorrow. So very, very juicy time to be doing ceremonies. So welcome, welcome, welcome. I want to get our music ready before we call in sacred space. Hang on here. Just because everything is moving so slowly today, I don't want to have to wait when it's time. Like we are right now. I guess that'll give other folks time to jump in. So sorry, there we go. That would be fun, but that's not what we're dancing to. Just because they'll kick us out of YouTube if we do that. So all right, let's call in sacred space. Let's get this party started. Everyone take a big deep breath in and drop. Exhale, send your roots down. Really connect your grounding cord, your roots, everything down into the center of the earth. And then inhale. Draw that earth energy up through your body, send it up and out through the top of the head, connect with the heart of the Divine Mother above us. Inhale, her sweet energy down through your body, send it all the way down into the earth and activate that as above, so below flow. And then connecting with that flow, breathing in. And breathing out, activate the as within, so without, as the universe, so the soul. Moving to the north, we welcome Mother Earth. We give great thanks to be in the physical right now. Moving to the south, we welcome water and clear, clean, current, emotional energy. We welcome love, joy, abundance, and flow. Moving to the west, we welcome air and mind, focus and clarity. And moving to the east, we welcome fire and movement and passion, divine right action. Moving to the center, we call in the divine feminine and the divine masculine in sacred right relationship. We call that beautiful energy down, down, down through our bodies, and we call up Mama Gaia to pull and magnetize that energy through us. We welcome our own sweet, extraordinary souls into this circle. We ask that all of these energies be with us, pray with us, and dance with us for our mutual benefit. Oh, here we go. Everybody get up and move. Okay, the ceremony circle is open. So exciting. So we've had a kind of, some folks have had a real bumpy time in all of that Scorpio energy. Some of us have had some really exciting experiences that have happened, but just, I want us all to take a moment because, I mean, I know we do this every 2 weeks. However, we are at a precipice today, a big one. And I want us to really settle in, kind of like a life review time, but just begin to open that portal and just let yourself feel into where you were 6 months ago, where you were 12 months ago, and where you are now. Just breathe into that. 6 months ago, around April, May was the last time we had an eclipse window. Back then, you were setting up intentions, maybe you were closing things out, closing doors, making changes. And now here we are again at that same 6-month portal. So just notice how your body feels. Take note of the transformations that have taken place over that time. And then I want to wish all of you a happy Samhain. So today at 4:36 a.m. was the true straight up cross quarter day. Now, we usually observe these around the first part of the month, like May 1st, February 2nd. So we usually do this one October 31st or November 1st. But the exact time when the veils are truly the thinnest is today, about 7 days later. This is known as the third harvest or the last harvest of the year. In Celtic tradition, that was when we celebrate, this is like the closing down of the growing season for those of us in the Northern Hemisphere. For those of you in the Southern Hemisphere, it's also new beginning time. So it's a great time to contemplate on all the things that we're grateful for, what we've accomplished, what we've done, as well as where we're going in the future. For those of us in the Northern Hemisphere, we're entering the darkest time of the year. So, and we've still got some of that Scorpio energy hanging on that we're going to talk about here in a little bit. So it's a great time to get quiet, to just use this whole day and tomorrow into tomorrow as a ceremony day, where you just get quiet, journal, go within, do ceremony. So that is why we're so blessed. I mean, Taurus full moon eclipse window, whew, OMG. It's a time when we can literally slip into the portal between the worlds, make adjustments for where we want to go. It's a time to let go of the old way and let what's wanting to be birthed new to come forward. So great time to do gratitude ceremony, great time to do ceremony in general to create. So let's talk about a Taurus total lunar eclipse. So that's going to happen at 6:02 a.m. tomorrow, Eastern time. So that's going to be 5:02 a.m. tomorrow. The lunar eclipse is a super powerful full moon. Any Taurus full moon is a good time to release or make adjustments in the areas of money, possessions, security, anything in the physical world. Taurus energy is all about loving and enjoying the planet and enjoying being in the physical and all the physical experiences that we get to have here. And then, don't forget connecting with your five senses, all those tactical things. So things we like to taste, things we like to touch, smell, feel, being in nature, being persistent, and just the great opportunity. And I know that sometimes we forget this, sometimes we curse it, but it is such an opportunity to have a physical body and to get to be on a physical planet. And make no mistake, the heart of everything we came here to learn is embedded in that. So getting to know and revel in the physical world is a good thing. So are you persevering where appropriate? And then are you letting go when it's time to let go? Are you getting your security only from the material world or from a more fundamental spiritual bedrock? People that associate themselves with Taurus, their spiritual practice is loving this planet and enjoying the physical. But it doesn't come from just a materialistic place. It is literally how they find the divine. So are you engaging in endless activity, or are you taking time to sit in silence? So it's a time to find your balance. And then, ice that cake with a lunar eclipse. It's like a full moon on steroids. So all of this is just going to be more potent and powerful. So it can leave you wanting to do something physical, like feeling like you need to run or you need to exercise. Your body will pull you to do things in the physical. And this is going to go on, not just for 2 weeks, but for 6 months. So the intentions that you set and the way you direct yourself, all of the things that you lay down today, you're going to feel the effects of them until May of next year. So it's a good time to really sit and be quiet and go, okay, what's next? What do I want to create in 2023? Where do I want to go? What do I need to set up for myself? So there's other things going on out there with this Taurus eclipse, and I'm just going to touch on a few of them. Most of them, a lot of them, have been going on for a while. So the Saturn-Uranus square, this is the one that's been really poking us since 2021, all through 2021 and 2022. It's been driving the big changes. It says the most important thing you can know about the Uranus-Saturn square is that it can radically disrupt the status quo, either for the good or for the not so good. So things like COVID, like the invasion of the Ukraine, Roe versus Wade, those were big things that disrupted our patterns and ways of being. And it's left us all feeling a little bit unstable. But if you know this is here, it says you can consciously harness this to radically transform your life for the better. You just have to step back, have a real discerning eye about what really needs to be released and what seeds really need to be planted, so that you can provide financial, but also any kind of physical stability for yourself on this planet right now, because it's Taurus. It's about being in the physical. So setting some powerful intentions to get yourself on track, whether it's things around your body and your health, or things around your finances, things around your home, anything that needs to be set right, or anything that needs to be released around those topics, now's the time. Other players, the lunar nodes. So I'm going to move you all over here. It says the sun and the moon are closely conjunct the lunar nodes, giving this eclipse additional power. So it's just going to charge everything up. And the moon is conjunct the north node. So that is known as your destiny point. So it's a really good time to tune in to what do I want to be when I grow up? What did I come here to do? What is my life purpose? Am I on target with that? What should I be doing? Mercury in Scorpio. Once again, we still have that Scorpio, you know, Venus is in there too. So it's like that Scorpio pull. So you want to really begin looking at your belief systems and not let yourself get carried away with all the misinformation that we receive all the time. Question the sources, and especially those that try to seduce you into us or them. There's so much disparity between people, and I can't tell you how many people get on my table and go, I'm just so tired of everybody fighting and everybody being upset with each other. And so it's really time to let that kind of thinking go by the wayside and plant the seeds of unity that you want to create in the future. Venus is also in Scorpio and opposes the full moon. So relationships, are there relationships you need to let go of or adjust or heal? Are there changes that could help you be more creative or boost your finances or your income? On the high side, Venus and Scorpio can take a relationship into the depths of honesty and intimacy. So it can deepen relationships, as well as help you discern which ones need to either be upgraded or released. She can help you heal your own wounds as well as heal the wounds in your relationship together. She can blend souls into deep, deep spiritual and sexual intimacy and bonding. So this is Venus in Scorpio is a good thing. Uranus can help all of this happen quickly. So he's all about expansion. He's all about giving you those big intuitive hits. Saturn is going to slow you down and challenge you with things that require your attention. So those things you've been putting off. Yeah, I'll organize that later. I'll get to that later. No, now. Now would be the time. So all those places where you need to be mature, where you need to be responsible, where you need to manage your time or your money or anything, where you need to be a grown-up, Saturn is going to tap you on the shoulder and say, okay, time to quit playing and grow into the self that you know you are. So here's some questions, and we're gonna, I'm gonna give you some journal time to journal with these questions. What am I ready to heal once and for all? Do I need to improve my relationship with money or any relationship? What are my money goals? What do I want to create in 2023? And what do I need to release to do that? Because remember, full moons are all about releasing. I'm getting my journal. You get yours and begin writing. So I'm going to give you about 30 more seconds with this, and then we're going to move into the cards. There were some real juicy ones. Several of them I don't think we've ever pulled in here. So it was very interesting to see what showed up today. Okay, this is the card deck tools of the alchemy tools of the profitable priestess. So the first card we always look at is Earth. We always connect down first. And of course, we got groundedness, which is perfect for Taurus time. It says, in our fast-paced world, it's easy to get disconnected from the Earth. Because of the magnetic nature of our environment and our bodies, this can be detrimental to all areas of our life, from health to wealth to relationships. The electrical charge that we get from the literal contact with the ground itself is scientifically proven to lower stress, decrease inflammation, improve overall health, not to mention boost that we receive mentally and emotionally. So, where do you need to be more grounded? So I cannot emphasize enough. I mean, this is why people in Japan do forest bathing. There's tons and tons of evidence that prove that we were really made to live barefoot outside. And because we haven't done that in such a long time, our bodies are breaking down. So giving yourself a good dose of the earth is important. Journal with the Earth Mother. See what she has to tell you about being grounded. Oh, Devin wants to see the questions again. All right, we'll go back here, Devin. So we pulled the Earth card, groundedness. Let's go back here, and any of you that want to write down these questions, I'll give you another minute. You can go ahead and write those down. And then those of you that are done with the questions, go ahead and journal with the Earth. You're welcome. All right. We will keep going. So then we move to the water card. Oops. There we go. Okay. So the card I pulled for this one is magnetism, which is very potent for this time. Beautiful, Bo. Go ahead and put that intention out there. Like I said earlier, anything that we lay down right now, we're going to get tons of help with. Because we are electromagnetic beings, so there's that theme again, reconnecting to the earth and to water. We literally draw things to us all the time via our electromagnetism. Want to know something else that's magnetic? Water. Water can actually increase our electromagnetic current. Not only that, its cleansing properties clear the energetic blocks as the magnetic properties of water increase our magnetism. Talk about a win-win. Where do you need more magnetism? Ask water to help you clear what is blocking you so you can magnetize your dreams. So because we're so magnetic, this is kind of like a catch-22 in some ways. We have to be very conscious about what we're holding, because everything in your outside world is mirroring back to you what you're holding inside. So yes, increase your magnetism, but also be aware that as you increase that, whatever you're holding, you're going to draw more to you. So you want to make sure you're drawing good things. That's part of the reason I promote CCT so much, because CCT can give you a vehicle to do that, to help you keep your vibration really high. You are very welcome, sweetheart. Okay, journal with water. And then air, moving from that feminine axis to the masculine one. In this realm, I pulled higher thought. The air realm actually influences and informs all the other elements. Internally, we do that with our thoughts. So what we think informs everything else in our body and our life. Our thoughts actually dictate all of our outcomes. And this can be really subtle. I know I've mentioned the book Magic Words and How to Use Them by, I can't think of the gal's name right now, but I'll think of it in a minute. Because she talks about how it's bigger than just saying affirmations. You really have to look deeply at what you're thinking and what those thoughts, what emotion those thoughts are conjuring. So how you feel about something. If you feel that you don't, underneath, you don't deserve to have something, or you don't deserve to be happy, then if that is an underlying belief that is maybe under your awareness that you aren't acknowledging, then it's going to make everything in your world more difficult. And she gives really simple ways to adjust. It's as simple as telling a different story about your life. It says, the more we dwell in the realm of high vibrational thought, the better our outcomes and the more quickly we are able to manifest. Dwelling here can be as simple as intending to do so and then monitoring your thoughts. And maybe you just notice how you're feeling and then ask yourself, well, what have I been thinking? When you find yourself dipping into the realm of negative thoughts about yourself and others, you can quickly turn yourself around by deliberately moving your thoughts to things that bring you joy and spark gratitude in your life. These are two of the highest vibrational emotions and can bring you back up to the higher realms very quickly. Another way to ensure that you keep your thoughts high are affirmations. having a high vibrational affirmations posted around you and making a point of reading high vibrational affirmations every day can go far to instill a high level of thought frequency in your field. So, where do you need to reach for higher thought? And how can you do that? Genevieve Davis is the name of the author. Magic Words and How to Use Them is the name of the book. Real inexpensive on Amazon or Audible. You can listen to it in a couple of hours. Genevieve Davis, Claudia. Oh, that's a good plan. Let me see if this will show up for you. There you go. All right, let's move to the fire door. Determining. This speaks to clarity and forward movement. Now, well, let me go ahead and read this and then I'll preach a little bit. It says it has the feeling of decisive action. Because we live on a planet where all of our outcomes are determined by our actions. I'm going to read that again. We live on a planet where all of our outcomes are determined by our actions. So we can set intentions and write things down and say what we want to the universe over and over and over again. But if we're not taking step-by-step actions toward what we say we want, then we're confusing the universe. The universe doesn't understand what we're saying because we're not making choices in alignment with those intentions. The power to determine the next right step to take and then take it is necessary for the universe to know we mean business. It's in CCT, we call it getting our consciousness and our energy on the same page. Until that happens, it's just like we're yelling to the wind and nothing is hearing us. But when we, even just baby steps, when we start to make baby steps toward what it is we say we want, the universe can support us. When we use our skill of determining, we begin to actively choose our outcomes. So you want to use that action skill of determining by really making positive choices in the direction of where you say you want to go. Sure. So hang on here, let me see. Yeah, Betsy is asking, repeat the part about CCT. it's the same, it's all the same concept. It's like setting an intention to lose weight, but then not changing any of our, exercise habits or what we eat or anything like that. We just, set the intention and hope. In CCT, we call it getting our consciousness and our energy on the same page. So many times when we get to a day like today, when there's so much energy supporting, shift, we can write down and have this beautiful intention and do the ceremony, maybe even do a fire. And then tomorrow we get up and nothing changes. And it's because our consciousness is here. Our energy just hasn't caught up yet. And so it's a process of getting both of those. And a way you can help your energy catch up is to just take a step, take a forward movement in the direction of your intentions and where you want to go. So, even a good intention to set is to, under the fire door, is to intend to take decisive action toward the intentions that I've set. You could even say decisive and consistent action. And then looky here what we pulled in the spirit realm, crystalline consciousness. So beyond our electromagnetic field and the electromagnetic field of the planet lives another realm of consciousness. You hear people talk about the fifth dimension. Yeah, this is what lives there, crystalline consciousness. This level of consciousness is like a high-powered supercomputer that stores, utilizes, and processes information at a much faster pace than we're used to when we work in the electromagnetic field. Now, most of us that have, that if we do Reiki or healing touch or any kind of healing modality, most of them work in that electromagnetic field. Around 2004, this realm became accessible to us. And in 2012, the planet totally shifted to this new operating system. The electromagnetic field needs to rest. It needs a break. And there's so many people on the planet, so many things that need to be managed, that she moved totally to the crystalline system. So when you feel sluggish or heavy, or you're just moving really slow, shifting to crystalline consciousness can give you an added boost. So you may want to, and all of you have, it's like on my Facebook, or not Facebook, YouTube page, the video, and I've sent it out in emails several times. You can watch the video, and in there's an activation that connects all of you to the crystalline system. And then if you want to learn how to do that on a regular basis, I offer classes here pretty much every month to help people get there. So you may want to be asking yourself, is it time? Is it time to upgrade my operating system to the crystalline operating system? Yes, it's not in the Facebook group. It's only in, it's on my YouTube channel. And actually, I sent out an email last week that had the video in it. So you can find it. It's on the, it's not very old. It's probably 2 or 3 down. You can find it on the YouTube channel. And if you like, I can also, when I send out the email with the recording of this class, I'll put it in the email again, so everybody can have access to it that wants it. You're welcome, Miss Claudia. Okay. I went ahead and did a prosperity card because we've got all this Venus energy in it, out there floating around. And I love the card I pulled. I don't know that I've ever pulled that for this group. Your relationship with money. So I know that I might catch a little flack for this, but I truly believe that this relationship is one of the most pivotal ones that you have. And it's interesting. Why? Because it touches all the others. And you can be in denial about this forever. It's not just a river in Egypt. You can, it's like, it is the one thing that you need to improve if you want your bottom line to grow. Your relationship with money touches everything. And when your bottom line grows, everything else does too. Now, I know that that can sound like I'm telling people to chase money. I'm not. I just know from experience that you can't hide from this one. And if you look at this one, there will be places where you go, ooh, I don't, I think I'm just going to go over here and I'll work on loving people or whatever. Because though there are places in there that when you look at your money relationship, they scratch you. There are places where you want to hide. And that is an indicator that you need to stop hiding and go look. Money touches everything. You can't gloss over it. You can't say that you don't need it and it's not important, or that it's the root of all evil and all the rest. But if you look deeply inside of you, you will get to the root of it all. All the shame, the self-doubt, the blame, the not good enough, they're all connected to your relationship with money. When you're willing to look, to come clean, to be honest, to tell the deep truth, you'll break your money barriers. You'll fall in love with the divine. You'll fall in love with yourself, and all will be right with the world because you know the truth, that you're deeply loved and cherished by the divine, that you do deserve all the health, wealth, and abundance the world has to offer just because you're you, because you came here to this planet with a mission, with a divine, sacred mission. And you may need money to do that mission. And so hiding behind the fact that you don't have it doesn't get you off the hook. It's like, clean it up already. Where do you need to improve your relationship with money? Money is a gift from the divine. It's not something to be shunned. It's a tool that the divine wants to give you so you can do the work you came here to do. So as promised, I already did the personal level this for CCT this month. I did that last weekend, but there will be another one in December. I think it was for a lot of us, Ron. I'm always preaching to myself when I talk about that. If you've already taken level 1, which is personal levels 1 and 2, professional levels coming up this weekend, but you need to sign up by Tuesday of this week if you want to do that. Personal level, Betsy, you have to take personal level first. Personal level helps you learn how to do the process on yourself. Once you get that down, professional level helps you do it for other people. Now, I always tell people in the personal level class, I didn't get a choice as to what they called these classes. I just teach them. And I think professional level is a little misleading. You don't have to be a professional anything to take that class. And it not only, so it's like, it's not just for people that are healers. It's for anyone, because it gives, it's like the stepping stone to the rest, which is level 3 and charts and all of that. So if it was me, I would call it part 1 and part 2. Part 1 is necessary before you take part 2. And then we're even starting a level 3. So if you've had the first 2 and you want to do level 3 charts, that starts on the 21st. It's a 6-week course. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, if you took personal through Gia, absolutely, you can take professional with me. So yeah, just jump on the website under, I believe it's healing, like at the top line, healing certifications, and CCT's on the list. You can just jump in there if you want to do that. And everyone, it's coming. New rounds of everything: Sacred Rhythms, Body Wisdom Bootcamp, New Earth Priestess, Profitable Priestess, Extraordinary Soul, all High Priestess, all of everything is coming. And I'm going to be doing a Gratitude Friday sale with deep discounts on all of the 2023 classes. So watch your inbox for that. Okay, everyone, it is time to dance those intentions into being. So let's get up and move. And if any of you like the cards and want the cards, you're always welcome to order them right here. Alchemy Profitable Priestess cards, Celestial Forest Institute. You can order them from me if you like. Okay, let's get up and move. Here we go. Sweet. All right, everyone. That was so much fun. I give thanks to the elemental forces for holding space for us today. I give thanks for all these beautiful souls that are gathering to do their sacred work. And I close this circle in the light. Party, party, party. Do ceremony for the next 24 hours. I will see you all in a month, if not before. Oh, the chat is still. You're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome. I'm like, why isn't it closing?